Hello everyone, this is Eric Culpepper with Insurance Agents United. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to look at our opportunity. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to turn an optional expense into a growing residual income for life. This is something that is in high demand by small group employers and little to no competition. I like to call this the most common sense business available today. I think by the end of this presentation, you'll come to the same conclusion as well. Before I go any further, I'd like to go over a quick disclosure. I talk about this business being the most common sense business out there, and this disclosure is intended to appeal to your common sense. First, the information I'm going to share with you today, it's intended for general education and informational purposes only. Second, any business will require time, effort, and money without a guarantee of success. Although we offer some amazing tools to help you succeed, your success is ultimately up to you. And finally, in order to maximize your compensation with us, you will need to maintain a professional license. So what exactly is our service? It is small employer group health insurance market. The small group health insurance market is on the verge of an explosion. Why small group is positioned for growth is directly related to what's happening in the individual insurance market. Selling individual and family health insurance plans is no longer a sustainable business model under changes brought on by the Affordable Care Act. As cost continues to escalate for individual plans, commissions and agency revenues have all but vanished, even with indemnity plans and ancillary products on the rise. It still doesn't exempt consumers from tax penalties for not having credible coverage by year end, which slows the growth trend for supplemental products. Those agents who have been fortunate enough to maintain their individual book of businesses have seen an increase in administrative burden while incomes have shrunk. Not to mention the annual rate increases has affected consumers, and we're seeing more slow pays and no pays, which also affect monthly income. In order to fully appreciate what we do here at Insurance Agents United, I want to show you the difference between building a life and health agency with small groups versus individual clients, because the law of diminishing returns is taking place in the individual market, and here's what I mean. To build an agency solely on individual business and create a full-time income, you would need at least 400 clients after countless hours of building a client base by cold calling, buying leads, which by the way can run anywhere from $12 to $19 per lead, doing the door knocking, prospecting, social media, and the list goes on. Here's what you can expect. With the advent of the new healthcare legislation, consumers can forego assistance from agents and go directly to the marketplace or their local community centers if they require help, which ultimately cuts out the insurance agent. Not to mention, there are many other agents who can, by the way, offer the same service and products. So between government and other external competition, customer acquisition can be very slow and labor intense. Even the most successful agents that have maintained their book of business can expect commissions to reduce year after year. So you can look forward to the workload going up while the income flatlines or goes down. Not a pretty picture. But this is the reality that many agents are facing, and some are even questioning their continued career in this industry. The Small Business Health Options Program, also known as SHOP, was enacted by the Republican Party to reduce costs for businesses with less than 50 full-time employees. The ASPE, Assistant Secretary for Planning and Evaluation, a data collection division of Health and Human Services, conducted a study for small group employers enrolled into the SHOP program, and here's what they found. A vast majority of small group employers were not taking advantage of the program to reduce their costs for a number of reasons illustrated in this chart. Small group employers that are not participating are absorbing most of the costs relating to group insurance. When the individual mandate was passed into law, it made individual plans more like group in a sense, where consumers are no longer subject to being rejected based on pre-existing conditions and other minimal essential benefits. This drove costs up for the entire industry, including group, which was already cost prohibitive as illustrated in this chart. SHOP was enacted to help return group insurance to being affordable for small group employers. What this means for the average life and health agent reviewing this opportunity is there is a wide open playing field to write small group business. It is literally a sleeping giant. As health insurance income shrink for most agents, some are looking at other alternative sources of income, such as self-funding groups. This is a great alternative for large group accounts, not so much for a small group employer. Even with hybrid self-funded platforms, there's risk corridors associated for small groups that could end up spending more in this scenario. One risk in the group can cause catastrophic costs. Typically works best when it's underutilized, and not to mention the administrative burden associated with it. Financial planning products and services. Another great alternative, except many agents are migrating to this industry and driving insane competition. Retirement planning. More agents are going this direction as well, and finding CPAs and certified financial planners have a lock on the market. There's room for growth, but it's very slow growth. College planning. A highly specialized field requiring huge investments of time, training, and money, but could yield results over time if done correctly. Medicare. More agents are migrating to Medicare as well. Some advantages are baby boomers are aging, living longer past 65. It's sticky business. It stays on the books much longer than individual plans, and it's one of the last vestiges that pays decent commission. The drawbacks, however, are insane competition, restricted federal guidelines regarding marketing to seniors, limited access to seniors, hard to reach target market, and the lead generation cost is astronomical. The good news, however, is all of these tie in with group, with the exception of self-funding. Why? Because when you cultivate group accounts, your employees will age out over time, and you being the trusted advisor to handle the company benefit plan will be the first on the list, which ultimately drives business for your agency in these other areas. So, if your agency is short on group accounts or don't currently have a strategy to business develop in this area, we have a turnkey solution. One of the common mistakes that we're seeing agents making is they're migrating to several other income sources to sustain their agencies but neglecting the biggest income generator in our industry, as group insurance is the engine that will drive multiple sales and additional revenues for our agents. Our business model was designed on a multi-level marketing platform for two purposes. First, distribution. Building a distribution channel of group business is much faster than this in the traditional model. Second is timing. Agents who see the income potential that align themselves first benefit from other agents joining later. So to understand the insurance industry, it's leveled already. We just officiated in this model with level overrides, and here's why. The average small group premium is about $3,000 per month. Commissions to the field averages about 2.25%. Could be higher or lower depending on the carrier, and would equate to about $67 per month in commissions. This is considered your personal volume or your personal business. Let's say you acquire 10 group accounts, which by the way is not difficult even on a part-time basis. $67 times 10 group accounts would yield $670 in commissions per month. It is every agent's objective within Insurance Agents United to acquire a total of 150 accounts over time. Based on that calculation, your monthly commission would be $10,050 per month. To break down the compensation plan even further, let's say you sponsor 10 agents into your agency and you receive a 10% override on all of your agents, which you can only earn on your personally sponsored agents in your organization. And by the way, you can go infinitely wide. But for illustration purposes, if your 10 agents produce 10 accounts, you would earn a 67 override times 10 for a total bonus compensation of $670 per month, for a total commission of $1,340 between your personal volume and group volume or level overrides. Now keep in mind, this is at the low end, and these figures are very conservative even for group accounts. Let's fast forward and say all 10 of your agents have produced 150 group accounts each at an average of $3,000 per group account. Again, very conservative numbers. It would yield $450,000 per month in premium volume. At 2.25%, would pay out a monthly commission of $10,050 for each agent. You would earn a 10% override at $1,005 for a total override of $10,050 per month. And that's not to mention your own personal volume. Acquiring 150 accounts is very doable and achievable even on a part-time basis. So, in addition to the phenomenal income potential, here are some other things to consider. Opportunity to sell other services like property and casualty, Medicare, retirement, payroll, workers' comp, and so on. Group is consolidated, meaning its more covered lives equates to higher premiums and ultimately higher commissions. It's tied to payroll, meaning your monthly income doesn't fluctuate like it does with individual business. There's little competition in this market. Most agents are not familiar with how to sell it or don't understand how to sell it, and it leaves it wide open for the right agents. It's less administrative burden. Once the initial enrollment is completed, you're done. And so much, much more. We could spend an entire presentation on the advantages alone, but I think by now you get the point. There are some pretty attractive reasons to be offering group. We use a digital marketing approach that allows our agents to build a group book of business anywhere in the country or even in your own backyard with the targeted marketing strategies that are proven using state-of-the-art technologies. Whether you're a novice or advanced expert at digital marketing, there is something here for everyone. By joining us, you will have access to the top databases and a customer relation management system, a back office broker portal. Utilizing the system we have built, you will be able to leverage time, energy, and resources. This opportunity provides more than just financial freedom, but time freedom. The CRM allows you to assign super users and administrators, which can be other agents in your downline, who can manage your business in your absence, among other powerful tools that you will have at your disposal. Our marketing system is pretty sophisticated and is a must-see to really fully appreciate what we have built. The Agency Building Center ties into our marketing system where our agents can maximize their productivity while minimizing their time on marketing. Simply learning a new digital marketing skill set will unlock some serious earning potential for the right agents. It automates the marketing efforts and puts your business building on cruise control. As long as you have a mobile device and internet access, you can manage your business from the beachfront to your vacation home and everywhere else in between. So what do you imagine the cost of joining us as a business partner in IAU would be? $300, $200, or $100? You have heard it said that the best things in life are free, and so is our opportunity. There is no initial startup cost to join us, although you do have to invest a few things to be successful with us: time, energy, and commitment. Your ability and determination to invest in those three components directly affects your outcome. The income illustrations outlined in this presentation can become a reality for the right agent. The sky is the limit. So, how to get started with us? Congratulations on taking the first step by reviewing this presentation. The next step is to click the Join Now button. There is no cost to join IAU. We provide every agent reviewing our opportunity a free evaluation for 30 days, after which our monthly subscription of $19.95 will kick in after the trial, if you should continue to remain an active agent with us. It normally takes an agent 6 months to a year to become an expert selling group, and we can accelerate that time spent by subscribing and taking an active role in getting trained and equipped to sell. If you still have questions about our opportunity, there are a couple of things that you can do first. Most of your questions can be answered by reviewing our comprehensive FAQ section of our website. If you'd like to speak with someone personally, feel free to schedule a complimentary one-on-one phone consultation. Simply click on the Schedule Appointment button on the contact page, which will take you to our appointment calendar, where you can schedule a telephone conference at your convenience with myself or one of our senior representatives. Just select the best date and time, and we will accommodate your request. We'll call at the time to go over any questions that you may have. I hope you can see by now why I call this the most common sense business available today. And if you see the income potential and the freedom this opportunity can provide, I would encourage you to take the next step. There's nothing to lose and everything to gain. We look forward to working with you, and thanks, and go out and make it a great day.